leading to imprisonment. He knows these series of actions will lead to you being enslaved. And I can't believe I was a slave to honey buns. I'm really like crazy. Like looking back out, one of my slave masters was honey buns. That honey bun at 2 for $2.22. 7-Eleven honey buns. I ain't mess with the glazed ones. I mess with the white icing honey buns. I wanted the honey buns with the layer on top of them. I wanted honey buns with a coat of icing on them. And even I'll be looking at the honey buns and I'll be looking at expiration dates. Okay, which one's the freshest? I'm literally in front of the 7-Eleven. People are looking at me like I'm a fat guy, but I was sitting there looking at, okay, I was filled the honey bun. This one ain't too soft. I didn't want my honey bun too soft, and I also was like, "Is the icing right?" You know, I didn't even open it. I knew I had my honey bun eating experience down to a science. I was sitting there filling the wrapper, and I was like, that's too fresh." You know, I want something fresh, but I also want my icing to be what it needs to be, right? And I'm over here, an expert at picking honey buns. And I was thinking the other day when I was preparing for this, I was like, man, I was a slave. A slave. I'm glad this made you laugh. I'm so glad I was a slave. Those 2 little honey buns. And I'll be mad when they went 2 for $2.22. And I wouldn't buy them. Because one thing about me, why eat one when I can have 2? Why just buy one when I can buy 2? So I would look for deals. And I'd be like, man, 7-Eleven, y'all tripping, bro. Why y'all got these honey buns on sale, bro? Why these honey buns ain't on sale? Bro, now I'm mad. Now I'm itching. Now I'm driving from 7-Eleven to 7-Eleven to 7-Eleven just to get a fresh thing of honey buns. That's how I was. Do you know how crazy we look? It's 11:15 and you drive into his house. How do you look going to his house? Now you don't go in the store to buy her something, and when it's time for you to spend time with her, she's on her phone more than she is with you. And you out here looking crazy for one moment to get your fix, to get your high. What kind of people are we? You got to get to a place where you look at yourself and be like, yo, I'm tripping. You got to get to a place like where you be like, yo, I'm really messed up. That's what I had to do. I'm in the parking lot after I eat these honey buns. And yes, while I'm chewing through the moistness of this delicacy that's called a Danish. And yes, the icing is a refreshing to the soul. And yes, I finished one honey bun. But then again, I reach in the bag and I'm like, thank God I got 2. And I eat the second one. And then 5 minutes pass by and I'm still not healed from the situation. I'm still not helped. Still not. Until I looked at the ingredients, I was like, my goodness, how many grams of fat in one honey bun? You mean to tell me that I'm doubling my daily intake of fat with 2 honey buns? Then that's when it got real. Sometimes you got to sit down and look at the wrapper and look at this young man and say, you mean to tell me he ain't got no job? And I'm in his mama's house because his mama is upstairs and I'm sneaking in downstairs in the basement. I'm looking at the wrapper of her and I'm like, she got these artificial flavors. He got these artificial ingredients and I'm feeding myself this and it's killing me. You better get that young man, get that young woman and look at the back of the ingredients and say, is this double my daily intake of stress? Is this thing is doubling my intake of my energy? You mean to tell me that eating from this person, living with this person, dealing with this person is causing this much damage in me? You better watch these people's commercials. You better watch these people commercials. You know those pharmaceutical commercials talking about do you have elbow pain? And you sit on the counter. Oh, I do have elbow pain. Well, if you have elbow pain, we got this pill for you. This pill right here will heal you of all elbow pain, even the funny bone. You go, oh man, so when I hit my elbow on the funny bone, I'll be healed from that. But then about 20, 30 seconds into the commercial, that commercial saying, if you eat this pill and you find yourself, you might find your leg fall off and then your neck's going to be crooked and then your eyes going to fall out and then you're going to lose your hair. And they say it so softly, but you so in a daze with the music, and I just want my elbow healed. Now you gotta take a pill for your elbow. Now you gotta take the pill for for your arm. You gotta take another pill for your neck. Now all of a sudden you are now in an addiction to pharmaceutical pills, spiritually, emotionally, and physically, to keep yourself functioning. But all you have to do is trust Jesus and let him sustain you. Look at the ingredients of the things and the people you engage in, and really look at how it damages your life. Watch a person's life all the way through and watch their commercial. Because when you listen to their commercial thoroughly, you will see that it will be more pain for you to be with them than it will be your help. Yes, they may have good sex. Yes, their stroke game is good. Yes, she got this in her repertoire sexually. Yes, he's financially stable, but is he emotionally stable? Y'all want a man who's financially stable, that man slapping you across the room. Yes, then you start justifying it. It's better to be slapped in a mansion than to be slapped in my mama's house, or you with that woman not knowing that she's turning tricks and you think she's flying out of town for a job. She's getting flued out. She's getting flued out to somebody else. Some of these people cause too much pain than it's worth your time. But because you see no value in your time, and because you don't see no value in you, you'd rather at least look good on the gram for a season. So all you care about is looking good for the gram, but you don't post the pictures of you getting slapped. You don't post the pictures of her cheating on you. You don't post that. Everybody can modify pictures to give off the impression that you good. Most of the most sorrowful places, one of the most sorrowful, sad places on earth is on social media, where people post a bunch of highlights, but they're hurting when the lights are off.